what's your name?
John Vandergriff.
And in one sentence, tell me about yourself.
One sentence. My slogan, create, share, and inspire.
Perfect. Now I'm going to kick out some words to you, and
Okay.
you give me your first reaction.
Okay.
America.
Amazing.
Scared.
America right now.
God.
He's everything. Yeah. No, yeah. Love him.
Police.
Great. I stand behind him.
Government.
Yeah. First reaction. We need them.
Love.
Family and friends.
Racism.
It does exist.
Peace.
We should try harder to have it.
Anarchy.
It's a hard one. I don't really have anything that comes to mind there. It's there. I wish it wasn't. Maybe you need it. Maybe you don't. I don't know.
And home.
Family. It's the most important thing you can do right now. It's your home.
Hey, it's your boy Cigar Chingon. Welcome back to another edition of Toilet Talk. Check it out. This is part of our series where we're doing different people and we're going over different subjects and what's going on, especially right now. It's a pleasure of mine to introduce John.
How are y'all?
Thank you very much for showing up. For those of you in the nation, if you're not hip to what's going on, this man right here is pretty much responsible for all this going on.
I appreciate that. I really do, man. Thank you.
Big thank you for that. So what I'm doing is I got together different people to talk about what's going on now. I wanted different points of views.
Okay.
And just get a generalization of your experiences, what's going on, and your past experiences and everything that's happening. Obviously, on May 25th, we had Mr. Floyd, who was murdered by Derek Chauvin.
Is that the cop's name? I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. And there was 3 other cops involved. The other 3 are currently under investigation. Mr. Chauvin is, I believe, out on bail and stands to be charged for, I believe, 3rd-degree murder.
Okay.
So the family recently just got on the TV and voiced their opinions and how they're feeling. What was your first impression when you heard of this and you saw that video?
So I didn't watch it for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
I watched like literally 30 seconds of it and I couldn't finish it.
Right.
It's sickening, man. I shelter myself very much. My job is on social media, so there's certain things that I didn't even pay attention to for the first few days. Now it's obviously on another level. Now you have to pay attention to it.
Right. All the rioting and everything involved. What's your take on that? To me personally, it takes away from any platform that could be used for good right now. I mean, if the subject matter is about police brutality or anything like that, the rioting totally takes away from that discussion.
I guess if you want my opinion, because it's
Sure.
obviously that's all it is I don't believe the rioters are part of the protest.
Right.
I think the rioters, as from my knowledge and where I come from and where I grew up, seen an opportunity to have an excuse to rob and steal from people and
Right.
take advantage of the situation. And those aren't good people. Those same people should be shot, you could say shot, they should be put in jail. There should be bad things happen to them. Protesters,
Right.
I do believe that we need that right now. There is me and you look, and we're not dark, but we do get judged.
Yes, quite often. I know when I get pulled over, it's hands on the steering wheel and lights on because I'm aware of how I look, you know.
And so I am too. And something I want to talk about. Let's say pulled over, right? Okay. I have been pulled over tons of times. I have a very bad past. but I always calm the situation. I never put myself in a bad situation.
Right,
And
right.
so when you're getting profiled, I don't think you should be putting yourself in the situation, right? You get pulled over. I put both my windows down, keys on the dash, hands
Yeah.
on the steering wheel. Even if I was in the right? I knew I didn't do anything, but I want them to feel comfortable. And I think as far as a cop, man, that's a hard job.
Yes, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I've had people dispute that. Like, why do I got to do that? Why do I got to take extra measures when you get pulled over? You know, but at the same time, like you said, it's not the easiest job. And I've seen videos where you have the guys out there that just hammer them about this law, this law, this law. You know, if you're going to throw something out there, get ready to get something back, you know.
Are you meaning from the rioters throw? Oh, give me an example, because I have my feelings on this one, man. Hopefully this doesn't come across it. Are you meaning the rioters that are throwing things at the cops and getting pushback, or are you just talking in general?
In general, like an everyday point of view. If you get pulled over for a traffic citation, you were speeding or you weren't.
So let me ask you this, right? We look at each other, man. We know, right? I'm way more than you, right? Was I in the wrong when I got pulled over? Was I speeding, and that's what gave me that situation to be there, or was it straight profiled? Now, so if you're abiding by the law and you get pulled over, hey, respectfully tell them, I don't think I was in the wrong. Sir, I understand you have to write me this ticket, but I'm going to fight it because I don't think I'm in the wrong.
Right.
So, but in the same sense, I do think injustice system is completely wrong. And once you get into the system that I have been in, it's hard to get out. So there's just a fine line, man. It's just not a good time for America right now.
No, it's not. And I see a lot of youngsters, they get into that bind where, I don't want to say peer pressure. I think it's a whole number of things where they get themselves into a situation and then they realize how real it can get and how ugly things can get. And then, you know, they're kind of stuck and then they end up with a tail.
Yeah.
You know? And what do you do?
When I was growing up, man, I had some old heads that were kind of coaching me and guiding me. And I look back now, you know, like when I was 16, I finally got my first tattoo and I was running the streets. And he was like, "No, you shouldn't be doing that, right?" I had a black stepdad. My stepdad was black. And he was like, "No, bro, you can't be doing this. You can't be running these streets right now, right?" I think we went away from trying to help those young kids and teach them better. Someone was there for me when I was running the streets. And I wish more people were standing up. I think I've watched a lot of videos lately, though. Like some OG kind of guys are jumping in now and be like, "No, don't do that."
Right. You got a lot of the younger ones. They're just targets, you know. They're just targets. You know, hey, I'll make you feel good. You go do this for me, and then when something happens, hey, you're on your own.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's a lesson some of us got to learn.